Welcome back to another one. So, let's go crash a party.
So the last guest finally arrives. I'll tell you what I told all the others. You go in, I lock the door. You don't come out until it's over. Now I'll tell you what I didn't tell everyone else. We have the same mother, you and I. And she wants you to have this. It's the key to the house. I guess someone else has already told you the other details. Kill all the guests, then leave, right? Well, you better get in there. Time to mingle. Go, socialize. Talk to those fine people. Then plunge your knife into their throats when they ain't looking.
Jesus Christ. This game was unhinged.
The sixth guest has finally arrived. Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting? It seems like an age. Whoever invited us here must at least know us, don't you think? In any event, we're all stuck here together, so we might as well get acquainted. The rest of us have already traded introductions. I'm Matilda Petite. The others are Nels the Naughty, Neville, Devisi Dran, and Primo Antonius. Now, who might you be? Please, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My baby is sick. We are so poor.
Oh, you poor dear. Well, this does make things difficult for me. I want to find the gold as much as anyone, but you need it so much more than I do. All right. Thank you. How kind.
What do you know about Devesi Dran?
Personally, I think she's a little floozy. She's been eyeing young Primo Antonius, probably smells his wealth.
Matilda Petite?
That's right, it's a Breton name. I'll have you know the Petites are one of High Rock's oldest and most respected noble families.
Can you tell me about Nels the Naughty?
Oh, that man disgusts me. I find his entire manner offensive. Why, just before you got here, he told me the most off-color joke about an Argonian maid.
Oh no. What about Neville?
Well, if I can be perfectly honest with you, I find Neville quite attractive. Red Guards are so exotic, don't you think?
I'm down. Primo Antonius?
It's obvious that young Primo comes from wealth. A chest full of gold would be mere spending change for him. All right then, I guess I'd better start looking. That gold's not going to find itself.
Ah yes, that gold. We'll talk with the other guests.
Ah, yes, the sixth guest. I'm Neville. It's nice to make your acquaintance.
Well, he really doesn't like me.
This better be... See? Was that hard?
Can you tell me about Devesi Dran?
Devisi is a dark elf. They call themselves Dunmer. When I was young, I spent some time stationed on Fort Moonmoth, on their homeland of Morrowind. I have great respect for the Dunmer people. They are strong and noble and generally understand the importance of law and discipline. Unfortunately, Devisi doesn't seem to like me very much, but I don't blame her. The young ones tend to have problems with authority figures.
Matilda Petite?
If I may be honest, I feel a bit sorry for the old woman. She comes from a noble family, I'm sure, but seems a lot less well off than she should be.
Nels the Naughty?
Know what I think? I think that barbarian will do anything to get his hands on the chest of gold. His kind are greedy and vicious, all of them. Trust me, I know. I was stationed at Fort Frostmoth for a few years on the Isle of Solstein. Those Nords are a bunch of animal-worshipping savages. They're all the same, full of meat and something to prove. We lost a lot of good men up there. A lot of good men.
Neville?
I'm a Red Guard, though I've never actually been to Hammerfell. I was born here in Cyrodiil. My family has been in the Legion for 3 generations.
And Primo Antonius?
I'll confess that I have no idea why Primo is here. The kid's got more wealth than the rest of us combined. He sure doesn't need a chest of gold. Maybe he's incredibly greedy, but I don't think so. My guess is that Primo is so bored he simply has nothing better to do. All right, then. I guess I'd better start looking. That gold's not gonna find itself.
Well, hello there. Nels is my name. Some call me naughty, but don't you believe it.
What the fuck? Dovesi Dran?
Dovisi is a sweet young lass. She reminds me of someone I knew. But perhaps we should talk about something else.
Oops, I forgot.
Every little bit helps. Let me confide something in you, my friend. Dovisi is the spitting image of my own daughter. Her skin is darker, of course, but that sweet face. My daughter was killed, you see, a few years back by bandits. I'm sorry. Please forgive a father's heavy heart.
What about Matilda?
You should have seen the old biddy trying to talk to young Primo Antonius. She may be a noble, but he looked down on her like a scullery maid.
Nels?
Ah, don't let the name fool you. I had a bit too much mead a few years back, and there was this tavern wench. Anyway, just call me Nels.
Neville?
I will confide something in you, my friend. I despise Neville and all his Imperial Legion ilk. They are useless, uncaring tools of corruption. 3 years ago, my village in Skyrim was attacked by bandits. We went to the nearby Imperial Legion outpost, but they refused to help us. My dear, sweet daughter, Olga, was killed that day. She was murdered, and the Legion would do nothing to help her. Neville and his kind are scum.
What about Primo?
Primo is young and rich. I can sense a good, decent person in there somewhere. He just has to get his priorities straight. All right, then. I guess I better start looking. That gold's not going to find itself.
Normally I'd just go upstairs and murder everyone, but I kind of want to go through this mission the way I'm supposed to.
So, you finally showed up. It's about time. People of my station are not accustomed to waiting. Every little bit helps.
What do you know about Dovesi Dran?
Can I be honest with you, my friend? I find Dovisi captivating. She possesses a beauty beyond compare. Maybe you could do me a favor. If you speak with her, put in a good word for me, would you? I would be forever in your debt.
Matilda Petit?
Apparently, the poor old woman thinks she's from a well-to-do family. Truth is, I have servants with more nobility in their blood than her.
Nels?
Nels is a drunk. He doesn't even try to hide that fact. But what else is he? When the liquor is dried, what remains of the man? I think Nels drinks to forget, maybe about some tragedy in his life. He plays the buffoon, but I sense a deep sadness in him.
Neville?
I know he's a retired Imperial Legion officer. Apparently, he's been in campaigns all across the Empire, from Skyrim to Morrowind. I also get the sense that he's very eager to find the gold. I can't imagine his life of servitude to the Empire left him with much to retire on.
And Primo?
It's a regal name from a rather regal family. Indeed, my father owns more property than the East Empire Company. All right, then. I guess I'd better start looking. That gold's not going to find itself.
You never know, it might. Last but not least.
This is all so strange, isn't it? I don't know why I was invited to come here. But the gold could really help my family. I do hope I find it. Thank you. How kind.
Dovesi?
Not much to tell about me, really. I'm from Morrowind originally, but my family moved to Valenwood a few years ago.
Matilda?
Honestly, I don't think she likes me. It's because I'm a Dunmer. I heard her say something to Neville, and it wasn't very nice.
Nels?
Every now and then he looks over at me and smiles. I think he's sweet on me. If Nels finds the gold, maybe he'll want some company.
Neville?
I know he's a retired soldier, but not just a soldier. He was an officer in the Imperial Legion. I hate the Legion and everything it stands for. When those soldiers came to Morrowind, they persecuted my people and stole our lands. Neville may not be in the Legion anymore, but who knows what atrocities he committed.
Primo?
It's pretty obvious that Primo comes from a wealthy family. He would never be interested in a girl like me, I'm afraid.
Not true, he told me he likes you.
He did? Oh my goodness, what should I do? Should I talk to him? Or maybe play hard to get? Or should I, or would that be too forward?
Just go to his room and wait for him there.
Oh, you think so? I mean, it is rather forward, but I like it. All right, then. I'll wait for him in his room upstairs. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, then. I guess I'd better start looking. That gold's not going to find itself.
I can't quite decide where I should look. I don't want... So
Hopefully
here we
he
all
goes
are.
downstairs.
Certainly is a nice house.
So, here we all are. It certainly is a nice house.
Damn it, go in his room.
So, here we all are. It certainly is a nice house.
Get going.
Hello there. Why? Why would someone do this? The taking of a life is against every principle I hold dear. It's something I just can't understand.
Sweetie, you should go get some rest.
Yes. Yes, this whole thing has taken quite a bit out of me. I think I'll go to my room for a bit and get some sleep. Thanks for the talk.
Well, nobody saw me do it, right?
We're being stalked like animals in the forest. I'm still not sure if the killer is one of the other guests or is hiding somewhere in the house. One thing I do know is that the killer won't just stop with two. They never do. You and I, we need to watch each other's backs. I've got my old Legion armor and sword in a chest upstairs. It's time I geared up and showed this coward just who he's dealing with.
Tovesi Dran?
I was in the Legion for a great many years, my friend. I saw a lot of horrible things, including the murders of children. It made no sense then, it makes no sense now. But don't you worry. I vowed to bring Devisi's killer to justice.
And Matilda?
Matilda's murder saddens me, friend. But not for the reason you may think. 10 years ago, when I was in my prime, this never would have happened. Now I'm old, and my instincts have failed. I let that woman down.
What do you think about Nels?
That mead-swilling barbarian killed those two people. I'm sure of it. I don't have the proof just yet, but I'm watching him. Don't you worry, my friend. Nels won't get away with this, not on my watch.
Primo?
Primo may be young, but he looks strong, and I'm sure he could handle himself in a fight. I think I'm going to enlist his help. I'll talk to Primo. Give him a bit of encouragement. If he and I are vigilant, we may prevent the killer from claiming another victim. Stay safe, if that's even possible.
It's not safe to be alone. Dear friend, have you heard? 2 of the guests now lie dead. If I find out who did it, I may have to take matters into my own hands.
About Dovesi?
Who? Who among us is vile enough to take the life of such a beautiful, precious creature? If I find out who did this, they will pay with their life!
And Matilda?
Between you and me, I think Matilda found the gold, and one of the others killed her for it. Maybe that means the rest of us are safe. If that's the case, then the killer got what he was after. The rest of us needn't worry about our own safety.
What do you think of Nels?
To be honest, I'm not sure if I trust him. He's a hard drinker, but there's something more. Something in his eyes. Hard and calculating.
And Neville?
Well, Neville is a trained soldier. He was in the Imperial Legion for 20 years or so, I've heard. He certainly knows how to kill. Still, I don't think he's the murderer, no. Quite the contrary. I think he takes the murders personally. Feels he should have protected the victims. Don't go far. It's too dangerous to go wandering around this house.
My friend, please stay safe. 3 of us have been murdered. Besides you and me, there's only one guest left, if you know what I'm saying. I've seen death like this before. Many years ago, my daughter was murdered by bandits who came to our village. I'm sorry. I need a drink.
About Dovesi?
No. When I looked into Dovesi's face, it was like peering at my own daughter. I feel like I've lost her all over again.
Matilda?
Some bloodthirsty monster killed that woman in cold blood. It's obvious to me one of the other guests killed her to eliminate the competition. Assuming that's true, who's next? You? Me? We need to keep our eyes open, friend. And we'd do well not to trust the others.
Neville?
That sniveling Legion dog must die. Do you understand me? He's the murderer. He killed all those people. He must pay for what he's done.
I love this mission so much.
Ah!
Well, that's it, my friend. We're the last. And that damned assassin is still hiding out in this house somewhere. I guess there's only one thing left for me to do. I'm gonna find an axe and do my best to chop that damn door down and get us out of here. One less Nord in the world is something I'd normally cheer about. But the fact that he was murdered by a fellow guest does put a damper on things.
You just killed him! What are you talking about? And Primo?
Primo was a young man, strong and full of life. Surely he would have been able to defend himself against an attacker. So I guess this is it then.
Let's go see what he does.
You and I are the only ones left. But we did it. We survived. We won. Don't you worry, my friend. Don't you worry.
Okay, well, time to die. And I get it, my own pair of Imperial Legion armor. Sweet. Let me just borrow that. Yoink. And go take all my money back. Well, that was fun. In a twisted kind of way. Yeah, after this mission you get this house for free. Dark Brotherhood and Oblivion's got probably the best rewards. Alrighty.
Well done. Not only did you kill the 5 guests, you acted as an agent of terror and grief. You have earned your reward and bonus, assassin. I lay upon you now the Night Mother's blessing. May she walk with you always and guide your hand as you act in accordance with the 5 tenets. Greetings once more, assassin. When you're ready, I have a most important contract. One that has been sanctioned by the Black Hand itself.
What's the contract?
Do you recall the name Adamus Philida? The Imperial Legion best? It's time he joined Sithis in the Void. Think you're up to the task?
Would be an honor. I accept.
Adamus Philida has spent his entire career investigating the Dark Brotherhood, interrupting our contracts, killing our family members. We tried to eliminate Philida, of course, but failed on 3 separate occasions. He's a powerful man and was surrounded by powerful associates. Now the Legion Pig's years of service have come to an end. He has retired. Philida must not be allowed such a victory. His destiny is darker. Philida now resides in Leowin, in the City Watch Barracks, an honored guest of the soldiers there. He is in fact more vulnerable than ever.
We'll slay him like the pig he is.
Yes, yes. The Black Hand has sanctioned the Rose of Sithis. It is an enchanted arrow that will kill Philida instantly. As long as the arrow hits Philida, he will die. But it cannot pierce armor. Shoot while Philida is armored, and the rose will be wasted. Travel to Leowin, track Philida, learn his schedule. Observe when he removes that blasted Legion armor, and then let fly the Rose of Sithis. Kill Philida in any way, rose or not, and the contract is complete. But to receive a bonus, you must go beyond murder. You must send a message. Once Philida is dead, sever his finger, the one that bears an Imperial Legion signet ring. Deposit this finger in the desk of Philida's successor, in his office in the prison barracks, in the Imperial City. Do this, and the bonus is yours. Go now, dear family member, and may the Night Mother wrap you in her cold, loving embrace.
So one thing that you can actually do is you can actually duplicate this Rose of Sisyphus. I'm an idiot. Back to Frostcraig's Fire. Kinda want to make a good bow with super powerful enchantments so I can insta-kill anything. Anyways. Alrighty. Damn it. What else can I do? Yeah, it's just... there. Perfect. Gotta go get my scrolls. Oh, wait. Put it up here. Do this down here. like unique weapons and stuff, so. I'd better put on my invisible shit. No, even if he has his armor, he's gonna die. Whoops.
I'm here to relieve you.
It's about time.
It's just...
I'm here to relieve you.
Another day, and
Oh my god, come on. Oh my god, no! There. Now he's dead. After like 20 attempts. I have acquired the severed finger of Adamus Philida, with the ring still attached. I should now go to the Imperial City and place the finger in the desk of Adamus Philida's successor, in his office in the prison barracks. If I do this, I will receive a bonus, or I may forfeit the bonus and simply return to Ochiba at the sanctuary. Can't believe I kept missing. I hate myself. Just kill everyone here. Shit.
Oh my goodness. Excuse me, are you all right?
Excuse me, are you alright? That was great. Leywen's guard population has just gone down quite a bit. And with that, I think I'm gonna get going. If you enjoyed the video, press the like button and subscribe. Peace.